For this event, we put people into small group discussion tables centered around a different topic that relates to the Sustainability Master Plan. Each table topic was timed, and so there was a small group discussion that happened for about 10 minutes. Everyone got up, went to a different table on a different topic, and sat down with all new people and had a different conversation, different discussion with a new table. We were hoping that people would come away from this feeling really energized and that their voices were heard and that they are part of something larger than themselves. Based on the feedback from what we were hearing, I think we were successful.
I saw the event online and I thought to myself, oh yeah, I need to be at that event. I've gotten involved a few times with city events in the past and they've always been positive experiences, but this was awesome.
This was described as we went through the tables kind of like speed dating. We're getting the best ideas from the community.
It was a great morning. We had great participation by all of the residents that were here. They're still in the room having conversations after the fact, which shows that they're really engaged. A lot of people are talking about how to take this conversation forward, meet with their neighbors, knock on the doors and talk to the neighbors and get even more people involved in this conversation. So as a city council member, it's super exciting to see this kind of energy.
The format for getting ideas out from an extraordinarily wide variety of people was great. And I think it was probably as good a use of time to be able to get things for consideration out from the community. Love to see us use this same format again and engage as enthusiastic people like this.
The event was really very helpful to combine with people, to sit together with people who are thinking alike, to learn new ideas and to share thoughts was very helpful.
Well, I think it was really interesting to hear everyone's perspectives. There were a lot of really cool ideas. It was just very cool to see everyone come together and try to come up with ideas that the city could do, and you see how much people care. At one table we were talking about sustainable building materials and how should the building codes work so we can make sure that the buildings are more green.
I think it's really useful and it's really important. The style is really interesting. I didn't really have a sense before today about how much the City Council cared about civic engagement, and I think that it's really important, especially that it's a fairly diverse group here, at least in terms of age, which I think is something that I really value.
What I really loved about today is the diversity of people that I saw at the table and the way that we were able to engage with each other. I would love to see more opportunities to connect with my neighbors in that way and see a broader spectrum of the community represented, stepping out and making these opportunities accessible to more people like that.
Through today's community event, we heard that there is a lot of pent-up energy around the city working on deep environmental efforts and prioritizing those.
All of these topics seem so difficult, and 10 minutes is not a long time, and I think everyone felt like there's so much more to talk about. I'm interested to see what we do next.
I feel like I've learned a lot through this because I've been talking to people that I've never met before and learned about things I never thought about, like TerraCycling and how you can mail in your trash for like toothpaste containers that can't be recycled anywhere else. So it's just nice to contribute my own ideas and then have people build off of them, and then together perhaps we can find a solution.
I think it's really mind-blowing because it gives you a chance to examine what you've been thinking about and get stimulation from other people's ideas.
It was a room full of people, all different ages, all walks of life. I feel like we got a lot done. It was really rewarding, and I'll be doing it again.
I'm really excited to see what ideas the City Council looks at and puts into action, what kinds of small community things that we can do.
I'm very hopeful that we as a community can come together with a shared vision for what the future of our community will be. I think that's really important because we have a tendency to fall back into nostalgia for the way things used to be and a fear of what might come. But if you look throughout history, that isn't the way it's turned out. Living conditions have improved all throughout history. And so we really need to be thoughtful about how do we shape our community in a way that enables the people who need to be here, enable those people to live here and to meet their routine needs.
I was really impressed at how this event went because we're getting the best ideas from the community. Kirkland's been a leader in sustainability. As we look what we're doing moving forward, it's saying, okay, what is the next big great ideas? And people were bold, and they said, how do we blow up the system? How do we change in a way that Kirkland is leading not only the country but the world? And it was very inspiring.
Today we received validation of why we're doing the Sustainability Action Plan. A Sustainability Action Plan will harmonize all of the different pieces of the master plans and will help people realize that they are all interconnected.
I've been involved on some sustainable issues for a while, and I think they're really doing a good job of reaching out to the community and getting input from the community. And the follow-up, having the focus groups to look at the issues there. So I'd like to see Kirkland continue in a leadership role, and I think they've got a good start on it, and let's see where it goes.